So can we start with your team number as well as what happened briefly this morning?
We are team number 1, and today's incident was Susan Schwartz. She pulled the emergency lever and she evacuated the plane a few minutes before takeoff.
So we understand that Susan was under quite a bit of stress over the past few weeks, and everybody sort of knew about it. Why wasn't something done about this earlier in order to avoid this situation from happening?
Well, for sure, it seems that it was common knowledge that everyone knew about it, but frankly, I feel like if the management staff had known, we would have taken further measures to actually help her out. For the most part, we treat our staff very well. We provide them a lot of benefits, competitive wages, and we like to feel like we don't want them to feel like they're working for Cloud9 Airlines, that they are what make Cloud9 amazing. So after this incident, we have taken a lot of money and we put towards offering counselors to the flight attendants. Obviously, it's a very stressful industry to be in. I mean, you're constantly flying, there's jet lag issues, and we've taken a lot of time and consideration to put towards them, see if there's a problem with any of the other flight attendants, and we can solve that.
So you think that it's more of a personal issue rather than a scheduling issue? You think that flying 8 international flights in 2 weeks is an acceptable number of working hours?
No, I don't feel like that's an acceptable number of working hours, but I feel like the issue was not addressed to management appropriately. I mean, if there's a
Doesn't management
schedule,
make this schedule?
Yes, they do. But it is the employee's job to be like, well, I have this schedule and I don't think this is an appropriate number of hours to work. Can we talk about this? And that is always an option. I mean, no manager is going to be like, you have to work this. So,
But doesn't management schedule make the schedule? Shouldn't management have the ability to look and go, that's too many hours for that employee?
that is something that we're working on. We're going to revise the schedule.
Is that a normal protocol for you to schedule employees for that amount of time?
This hasn't been brought up before. So this was a first time that I've heard about this.
Something else you mentioned, it sounds like there is a gap in communication between your management level and your frontline staff. What are you doing to address that, to improve that communication?
We are offering team meetings. So we're going to put those team meetings and we're going to make them longer and we're going to make them more coherent. And we're going to offer one-on-one sessions with the managers and the staff to make sure that the schedules are going to be put properly, that the times, the flights, and everything is going to work according to their personal life as well. I mean, it is a working schedule, but we don't know what other factors were contributing to her stress. I mean, clearly 8 international flights is something that's pretty tough to handle, but to just pull an emergency lever before the flight and scream at a customer, that's a bit extreme. So we're also going to go towards counseling and see if we can help her in her personal life, really be involved in that.
All right, thank you very much, Team 1.